Hello there, sugar. Welcome to our channel where we unravel the sweet mysteries of everyday items. Now you may be wondering, what's on the menu today? Well, let's sprinkle some sugar on your curiosity. Today we'll be taking a deep dive into the process of making sugar. That's right, the sweet, crystalline substance that amps up your morning coffee and makes your desserts drool-worthy. You might think sugar is just a sweet devil in disguise, causing cavities and sugar rushes. But let's not jump to any hasty conclusions just yet. You see, sugar isn't just about the sweet highs and the toothache lows. There's a whole fascinating process behind its creation from field to table. So, are you ready to jump into the sweet, sweet world of sugar production? Buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride. Now, sugar doesn't just appear out of thin air, although that would make our lives a lot sweeter, wouldn't it? Instead, it begins its journey in a field of tall, swaying sugar canes. Picture, if you will, a world where green stalks stretch as far as the eye can see, a world where the air is sweet with the scent of sugar, a world we like to call the sugarcane lane. Here, the magic begins with planting. And no, it's not as simple as just tossing seeds into the ground and hoping for the best. In fact, sugarcane doesn't even have seeds. Instead, it's planted using pieces of mature cane. Now you might be thinking, wait, they plant canes with canes? That's like making a chicken from an egg already laid. And you wouldn't be wrong, it's a bit of a mind-blowing concept. Once planted, the sugarcane takes its sweet time growing. Pun intended. It grows for about 12 to 16 months before it's ready for harvest. Now that's what I call patience. And you thought waiting for your coffee to brew in the morning was tough. And let's not forget about the weather. Sugarcane is a bit of a Goldilocks when it comes to climate. It doesn't like it too hot, doesn't like it too cold, it likes it just right. So, sunshine mixed with a little bit of rain, that's the perfect recipe for sugarcane growth. So to sum it all up, we plant mature cane pieces, we wait a little over a year, and we hope Mother Nature is in a good mood. If all goes well, we end up with the tall, sweet stalks that are the first step in our sugar-making journey. And that, folks, is how we get our sugar canes ready for the big show. But wait, there's more. Alright, we've got our sugar canes, but how do we get the sugar out of them? Well, we don't just ask them nicely, no, we invite them to a little party we like to call Extraction Extravaganza. First up is the crushing process. Now this isn't just some casual run-of-the-mill crush. Oh no. This is the kind of crush that would make a high school sweetheart blush. The sugar canes are placed in a giant crusher, which is basically like a massive rolling pin. It's as if we're making a giant sugary pie, but instead of a mouth-watering dessert, we're extracting deliciously sweet juice. But hold on, we're not done yet. This party is just getting started. Next up is the boiling process. Now we're not talking about a lukewarm bath here, this is a hot tub party and the sweet juice is the guest of honor. The juice is heated to high temperatures, which makes it evaporate. What we're left with is a thick, syrupy substance. It's like the juice has been to the gym and bulked up. Now you might be thinking, that's it, right? We've got our sugar. Well, not quite. This thick syrup still contains impurities like dirt and other unwanted elements. So we need to clean it up a bit. Think of it like giving the syrup a good scrub in the shower. It's all part of the beauty routine for our sweet friend. And there you have it, folks. That's how we extract sugar from the canes. It's quite a journey, isn't it? From being crushed to boiled and then cleaned, the sugar goes through quite a transformation. But remember, beauty is pain. And in this case, the pain is worth the sweet reward. So the sweet juice has been extracted, but we're not quite done. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, we've got our sugar juice. But you can't exactly pour that on your pancakes, can you? Now, let's take a peek into the cool world of the crystallization station, where sugar juice undergoes a magical transformation to become the sweet stuff we all love. Here at the crystallization station, the sugar juice is first heated up, kind of like when you're trying to get that perfect tan in the summer. As the juice is heated, water starts to evaporate, leaving behind a thick, syrupy mixture. It's like a hot tub party for sugar molecules where they start getting closer and closer because, well, there's just no room to swim around anymore. But hold on. Just like you can't stay in a hot tub forever, trust me, I've tried, our sugar can't stay in this heated state for too long. It's time for it to cool down. As the syrup cools, our sugar molecules start to form a crowd, packing tightly together. This is the moment when the magic happens, the birth of sugar crystals. The crystals start small, like tiny diamonds in the rough. But as they continue to cool down, they grow bigger and stronger. It's like they're in a gym, pumping iron and getting buff. And just like how no two snowflakes are alike, each sugar crystal is unique in its own sweet way. But wait, there's more. These crystals are then spun in a centrifuge, kind of like being on a merry-go-round at breakneck speed. This step helps to separate the crystals from any remaining liquid. It's a dizzying process, but our sugar crystals are brave little soldiers, and they come out victorious, shiny, and ready to sweeten up your life. And voila, we have sugar crystals, but we're not quite ready to sprinkle them on our cereal yet. Stay tuned, as we're about to add the final touches that will make these sugar crystals ready for your breakfast table, dessert, or that secret stash you have when you need a sugar rush. Alright, we've got our sugar crystals, but they're not quite ready for the supermarket shelf yet. It's like showing up to a party in your bathrobe. Sure, you're technically dressed, but you're not quite ready to mingle. Now the sugar crystals are a bit like us on a Monday morning, rough around the edges and in desperate need of a makeover. This is where the refining process comes in. It's like a spa day for sugar crystals. They're washed, dried, and given a good scrub until they're gleaming and ready to sweeten up your life. Next up, we have the sorting process. It's similar to when you're doing laundry, and you have to separate the whites from the colors. Except in this case, we're separating the large crystals from the small ones. This isn't just for looks, folks. Different crystal sizes are used for different purposes. Large crystals are like the heavy lifters, great for baking. The small crystals are more delicate, perfect for dissolving into your morning coffee. But we're not done yet. Our sugar crystals are looking good and feeling great, but they're still naked. And that's just not decent, is it? This is where packaging comes in. Our sugar is bundled up in bags, boxes, or those little packets you steal from coffee shops. It's not just about modesty, though. Packaging also protects the sugar from moisture and contamination. It's like the sugar's personal bodyguard, keeping it safe until it reaches your pantry. And last but not least, quality control. This is the final hurdle before the sugar can hit the shelves. It's like the bouncer at a club, checking IDs and making sure only the best gets through. Any sugar that doesn't pass the taste, smell, and appearance tests is sent back to the start. It's a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. And there you have it, folks. From the field to your kitchen, that's how sugar is made. Well, there you have it, folks. The sweet, sweet journey of sugar. We've strolled down the sugarcane lane, witnessed the sweet extraction, marveled at the crystallization station, and seen the final finishing touches that bring the sugar to your table. It's been a delightful trip, hasn't it? A little sprinkle of knowledge to sweeten your day. We hope you've enjoyed this sugar-coated adventure as much as we did. Every spoonful of sugar you scoop now carries a story, a journey from the lush fields to your cup of coffee. And with that, we've reached the end of our sweet saga. But don't worry, this is not a bitter goodbye. We have many more fascinating journeys to embark on together. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, life is sweeter when you know where your sugar comes from. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.